Welcome, welcome. Another episode of Hotel Talk. And I'm joined today by Panis Pieri.
Yeah.
So Panis,
Thank you.
he was telling me, not Panis, just Panis in
Thank you for
the
the.
English and American accent so everyone can pronounce it. For those of you who don't know Panis, he's the founder of Panis News, an entrepreneur, startup and innovation journalist. So I can't wait to have you. And you've also got a hotel connection. You were working with a hotel
Yeah,
many years ago.
yeah. I have worked for Aphrodite Hills and Land Development in the past. I have worked in a few companies before I started my entrepreneurial journey as a growth hacker.
Mm,
So I help them grow in their digital marketing departments.
amazing. I love that term, a growth hacker.
Yeah, growth hacker is somebody that connects technology, psychology, different stuffs, and tries to data-driven marketing methods to increase the business of a
Mm,
company. But you can use the term also in other types of life, like in your life.
mm,
So you can find growth hacks in
yeah.
your life, and there is a lot of methodology and around growth mindset that anybody can read online, etc.
I love that because there's always two types of marketing or marketeers. There's the ones that are creative and which is more me and papers everywhere and ideas going. And then there's the data marketeers. And really in marketing, we need both. So tell us a bit more about the data side.
If you combine, actually, the best, it's difficult to do it,
Mm,
but actually, if you combine creativity and data, is where the magic actually happens.
happens.
Because if you find the right balance, because always it's about balance. The
Mm.
data might tell you different story. The creativity more abstract sometimes, but okay. I mean, but when you find in my job, I was always also trying to find the balance. It's
Mm.
difficult. Sometimes I achieved it, sometimes not.
It's hit and miss, and that's the beauty of actually business and hotels, especially. You keep trying, and sometimes it doesn't work, and then you try again, and you know better for the next time.
Yeah, one of the best tips and my number one tip out there is as a growth mindset, you need to test everything.
Mm.
You need to like testing and
And
failing.
not be and failing, not be
And
afraid of
failing,
failure.
actually experiment and fail. So at least my personal advice to all the people, even in their life, that's the growth mindset. It's about testing, 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 and do not afraid change.
Mm. Yeah.
If you're afraid change, then you cannot actually grow in anything you do.
So tell us specifically then for hotels, how can we use data to really propel our marketing, and how, well, that's another question, but how is AI helping us in this day and age to do that?
Yeah, now we're living in the AI era. Back
Yeah.
then, like, see, when I was doing marketing for hotels, it was like 20 years ago. We used Excel to analyze things. Now you have AI agents that can analyze everything for
Such a
you.
different world.
Test a hotel, for example, it can test creative campaigns in Facebook ads. If you are doing paid campaigns, they can test constantly their creative ads,
Mm.
how things are going. But always something very important that a lot of companies and industries miss and marketeers, they don't track. Now it's difficult to track all the touch points, mobile, or they have seen it, or where they are when they are seeing the location that the person has, and all these different touch points is very difficult. But if you manage to track all of this and apply creativity in the campaigns, combining with data, always look when you see spikes in Google Analytics. If you see some spikes, then need to go back and analyze why did we had
Good
this
or bad,
growth
I guess.
or
Yeah.
bad, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
down or up.
Yeah.
It's good to analyze because there you can find the diamonds,
Mm.
the data at least diamonds that they can show you some things to change in
Mm.
your creative campaigns. Um, but yeah, I mean, proper technical tracking is very important throughout the process, and try to connect, not stop in the where you get the lead. I mean, the prospective client. You need to follow that tracking up to that the client book to the booking, then follow also on retention,
Mm.
because growth has 5 levels. It's also the retention stuff. If they will come back, give them more offers to come back. There is also a saying that if you bring somebody 3 times in your place, then for you it's a loyal customer.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Like for
Definitely.
us, we did some events here in San Rafael 2, 3 times. Now we're considering all our next events to be here. For example,
Yay! That's what we like to
I mean,
hear.
I mean, when you bring somebody at least 3 times to either to
Mm-hmm.
your place and things, then probably you'll get him, even if he's not like super happy for some things, but if he's coming back. So I mean, these clients are the best, I believe.
Mm.
If you manage to increase this level of retention and having clients coming back and back and forth, then your job to bring new clients becomes, I think, easier.
Easier, definitely. It's easier to keep a customer than try and get new ones.
Yeah.
So definitely, rule of marketing. So what tools do you recommend people use? I mean, how do people start if they have no idea?
Um, if they have a website, they need to use Google Analytics, the different platforms from Facebook, Google, TikTok now.
Mm-hmm.
You can do ads if you want to do paid ads. Try to find tools that they build nice landing pages. A nice tool that I didn't actually use until today. If you want to build your own app, I have heard a lot about the new app Lovable, that it can build, even you can build your own app by
Mm-hmm.
telling the app, and the app will build it for you.
There's a few. We've been looking at some for my club, for Forest Club. Yeah,
Lovable
which is
has
being
raised a
launched
few
soon.
millions now. It
Mm.
became very fast a unicorn company. Have heard very good. I never tried it, to be honest, but I had friends, developers, that they try it,
Mm-hmm.
and it saves a lot of time for them.
Amazing. Good tip. Good tip. So let's go to Cyprus a bit general. Can Cyprus really become a startup hub for tech and tourism?
The potential is there.
Mm.
We need. I'm not a guy that I will picture a very. I don't picture bright. I'm a guy
Mm-hmm.
that I picture we need to work, work, work.
Yeah, more realistic.
Yeah, keep our head down and do specific and targeted initiatives. One of these initiatives hopefully will pass, is in the pipeline many years, at least with the government, the spin-off law that we will connect. Actually, this will make easier for universities to create startups, because a lot of R&D and innovative stuffs are in our university right now,
Mm-hmm.
and there is no legal framework for them to get it out there to the
Mm-hmm.
market and commercialize this research.
Mm-hmm.
All the ecosystems around the world, they have this legal framework in place, so it would be much easier for the academic to involve with the industry. We are lacking there. There is work to be done, of course. There is work in the last 3 years, 4 years. Worked also in terms of government. Okay, we have the deputy minister the last 4 years. We're very new. Our
Yeah.
ecosystem is like 10 now. It's entering the second year, the second decade. If you want to compete with Silicon Valley or Israel or other Berlin or Lisbon, these ecosystems are ecosystems that are 40 years old, 50 years old. So you understand, we are in the next 10 years, we are in a growth phase. We have unfortunately, we had the wars in our region, etc., but that actually helped because they found a business place. A lot of these guys from Belarus, Ukraine, Russia to come in Cyprus and set up their business or transfer their business here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that factor in that actually accelerated this thing, with all the bad and the good in the things that brought in the society, and especially in Limassol, that we are. Uh, but the potential is there. We need to be more. We need to help. What we did a very great job to bring and brought the big companies, big head. I mean, branches of different big companies from around the world. But now we need to make a very good job to support the early stage companies, the companies that they want to start building from Cyprus, and they want to start something here, then expand to London, then expand to, because when we're discussing about startups and it's my and technology, then you discuss about a global company. You don't discuss about, normal business that they can build in Cyprus. We need those also. Those business SMEs are the backbone of this economy. But if we're discussing about startups, we're discussing about companies that they have a global mindset.
Interesting. Wow. So, what tech will completely change in the next 5 years, and any that maybe will apply very specifically to hotels will be very useful, but in general, what do you see coming?
Actually, there is one technology that's already changing everything, the Gen I and the AI, the new AI technology. They will stay, I believe, in the next years. It will be transformative and changing. There is blockchain technology. There's blockchain technology that I see it have more adoption in the next years. With hotels, what I would like to see actually, I want to see more the hotels to integrate mixed reality, virtual reality.
Okay.
Maybe in
what way do
their
you
game.
think that will help? Because there is a massive thing in hotels, a huge debate between the personalized touch
It will
and then
help
technology.
because if you give him an experience that he can live virtually, you can say to him, then come and live this experience
in reality. Okay.
People go, okay, we are going virtual, etc. But at the end, the human connection is the best. It will happen. So I believe the first tourist and hotels that they will integrate this experience to showcase some experience. Maybe it can be a game. I don't know regarding the hotel or something. I don't know right now. But you can even brainstorm that with potential clients or coming people here, ask them or some. Imagine to come to a hotel, for example, and get mixed reality glasses. The hotel gives you for 1 week your own glasses. Say now, different creative campaign. I don't know if that works, but if you don't try it,
yeah, just different. What it's all about experiences. People
yeah,
are
you
fed up
are
with
in
just
the
a good
tourism
view and good
industry is all
food.
about experiences. So try to, I think the hotels know that they can be also experiences with also technology and the human aspect. Then that's why you have also the museums. The museums, they have virtual, you can see them virtually, etc. I believe this, then it doesn't replace the human experience. It
Enhances it.
enhances.
Amazing. Amazing. How do hotels keep the human touch while going tech? I mean, we've just touched on that, but how do you think we'll balance it better?
Show them how to make halloumi. Very important. Show them, take them. What I loved, for example, when I went to Georgia, they took us to a lot of places, learning how to do stuff, learning how to the wine stand.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially the local
in
culture.
Cyprus, we have so many experience that the local culture. What I've seen Netflix and I liked a lot. It was 1 week in a place in Hacienda that every day they had cooking lessons.
Yeah, it's really interesting. We do quite a few
So
cooking
I
lessons
imagine
here.
you
Yeah,
do
throughout the
stuff.
year.
And also,
What's your favorite thing about Cyprus then? If someone was coming here, what would your advice be? You have to.
I have a list actually. I give the people that they come
Really?
here
And so what's on it? Tell us.
where they go. Okay, I told them they need to try food. Chef Tahiers, the
Yeah,
nice food. I send them to some places. I like to send them the hiking, things like this. If they want mountains,
yeah.
the hiking trails. Actually, one of the books that was published in the old year was from my uncles. I don't remember now. It was a small green book. I don't remember now. Girago Bookshops. They publish it that it has all the hiking trails to Cyprus. Um, and experiences like go see a village, go learn something.
Yeah,
It also helps the mind learning a skill.
absolutely. Immerse yourself in the local culture. So you just mentioned Giriagos Bookshops, which is your mother's family. So for
It's all
anyone
my
who's
uncles.
been
Yeah,
to,
it's my
yeah,
grandfather. He started from Famagusta,
anyone who's been
Varosi.
to Limassol knows them. So
Yeah.
yeah, tell us about how that started.
And it started from Famagusta with my grandfather. After the occupation, they came to Limassol. They opened all these bookshops that you see.
Mm.
They used to have also wholesale. They have also wholesale. Actually, one of my uncles, I think he published one of the first books that the Cyprus in Color. It was for tourists to get when they come to Cyprus and take home
Hmm.
with photos. Kopyaste was another one with the Cypriot culture.
Yeah, I remember these books.
My also another the first map of Cyprus, one of the first maps. I mean, for tourists again,
Hmm.
it was built. It was made published by them. The bookshops are very well known because we used to, before also the European Union, the bookshops they had all the English. It was the official English. All the English publishers
Mm.
were coming through the bookshops, all the fiction novels and other stuff. Yeah, I worked there as a kid. I worked when I came back to my holidays. I worked there from 12 years old. My summers. I was not a kid, and actually, I was working after
Mm.
12 years old uh, during my summers. So I've learned a lot from there. Where
Do you
the
like reading yourself?
Yeah, I read not as much as I like. I actually got a lot of books
We all
from the
do.
bookshop, but I slowly
I
getting
think they
there.
say that's like success when you've got more books than you can read and they're just there and it's on
But
your to-do
from the
list.
time there, I have learned a lot how to from my uncles and my father, and also my father had. We opened Girago bookshops in Larnaga, but it didn't work out.
Mm.
Like 50 years, yeah, after the 40, around 45 years ago.
Hmm.
Uh, and I have learned a lot of stuff that I will always. I could say myself that I come from an entrepreneurial family, so I have learned a lot of stuff to build my own companies after I left
Mm.
there.
So, well, I've got another question for you here. What's the biggest mistake you've made as an innovator?
As an innovator, not my because I have told my biggest mistake I did with money
Oh,
with
well,
another case.
you can tell us that as well.
Uh, okay, with money, I had an offer from a guy to get 50 million and help him find startups. It was when I was starting actually
Mm.
the first blog about startups back on the days about Cypriot entrepreneurs around the world, Disrupt Cyprus. And I got an offer from a guy he will hand me 50 million and he told me you open an incubator, invest in startups, etc. But I didn't want to get the money because the money it was from. I found out after while I was doing my research, it was from unethical
Okay.
sources. So I decided to not to get into that deal.
But that's not a mistake. That's
Taxi,
just a story to tell. I think
maybe it's
that's
a story to tell. It's a mistake. Other people might have taken that story.
many people would
I'm
have
not a
taken the
guy that I
money,
want
but
to be a millionaire. I want to help people as much as I can. Of course,
I think
okay.
that's
When you are a millionaire,
admirable.
of course, you can help people. That it
Yeah,
doesn't.
I
It
think that's
doesn't.
admirable though.
But yeah, I mean, my biggest mistake around innovation, like see, in the past, I opened a few companies. I opened a digital marketing agency around when I left actually my uncle's in 2003
Hmm.
in Cyprus. It was the first fully digital marketing agency for Cyprus. I was trying to explain to Cypriots in 2003 when I came from the university, 2006, yeah, around there, 2006, in between those years, how to do Google AdWords. It was like telling Chinese to them.
I'm
Because
sure.
if you think the advertising agencies, they started their own digital agencies, I mean, part of the department, around 2013, like 10 years. So I
Mm.
was ahead of my time. Okay, I had some small clients from around the world, etc. But pretty much that failed. I sold actually the clientele, and then I left. I closed the company.
But I guess
Um,
you learned a lot from that failure.
yeah, well,
Mm.
every failure I consider as a lesson for me.
Yeah,
So pretty much, if you consider that, you don't fail. Of course, you
100%.
fail, but if you consider take the lessons and learn and move on, I think that's where
Hmm.
growth happens. But of course, in Cyprus it's different. If they in US, if you have built like 2 3 companies and you fail, it means you learn something. So your CV is not it looks good. In
Yeah,
Cyprus, when you go and if you have worked like in 10 companies, it's like, okay, what is happening here? Why didn't you stay in
yeah,
one company for many years?
yeah.
And actually, you'll see that in the new now in the youth in the Gen Zs that actually they cannot live more than
But
2 3 years in a
I was going to
company.
say that one
They
is
will
good. Yeah.
yeah. If you manage to find now Gen Z that is a company more than 3 years, that that
There's
will be a
almost something wrong
success.
with them. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. Um, because I don't know if that generation is happier. I think they're always looking for the next adrenaline kick. Um,
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's the fall of social media. It's
yeah,
another full discussion. If you like, we can discuss
yeah,
it in a podcast. What happened there
for
with
sure.
the dopamine test
Yeah,
that the big guys are doing, they have doing, and the way that social media, especially TikTok, the algorithms are working.
yeah. And the brain is
Uh,
trained like that. So,
Strange.
even if you watch YouTube, that's it. Everything is cut, it moves. So people get used to that and they get, first of all, they have no memory. And secondly, they want things now instantly. They have
Yeah.
no patience.
I think the generation, actually, the last generation is us, the guys that born around 98, the
Mm,
millennials, actually.
hmm.
The last generation that actually had something from the old
Yeah,
war. But after
yeah.
millennials, yeah, uh,
That's what I say. We're much closer, even though we feel so removed from our parents' generation, we're much closer to it than our children are with us. It's a very big gap that's happened due to social media and the rise of technology. And it's quite scary, really.
yeah.
Mm.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, I see everything as part of an evolution. I know that even evolution has ups and downs, so
Hmm.
you cannot be like a straight line.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
Um, some things that I see and I don't like, at least I have seen youth doing amazing stuff and more clever stuff
Hmm.
than old people. Let's say, I mean, older people. But also one thing that I see is a lot of young people that cannot even speak proper their language because all of this slang and like say you'll say it's not bad, but all these emoticons that they learn, they have their own coding language with emoticons in Instagram. We
Mm.
can't even
We can't
sometimes
follow.
we can follow.
I know. It is amazing. I think for me as a mom, I'm just trying to bring up my kids to know, as you said, that there's good and bad, that this is evolution and this is the world they live in, to let them know about the world that I lived in and grew up in, and then my parents and my grandparents, and what was beautiful about that, and what was good about that, and what's beautiful about their era too. And to understand the why, because I think once you understand the why in any topic, you're more equipped to cope with the outcome. So I always tell my kids, okay, you want to look at the iPad now or my phone. And that's normal because your dopamine level is going to rise. You're going to feel some sense of satisfaction, then it's going to drop. You're going to need your next dopamine hit. And I've explained to them, even from the age of 5, what that means, why they want to grab it, why they're getting excited if I post something with them in it and they see it rising. So they can understand, so that they are more equipped when they have their own accounts and social media um,
I think
pages, that they'll be able to cope. I hope.
Farah it's also about show to them almost
Mm.
what you can do with the mobile. Most
Exactly.
of the times they don't know. They just
Mm.
know TikTok to play a game
Mm.
and that's it. As they
Okay.
grow up, what I have seen at least, okay, I don't have child. I am not an expert, but some experiences that I had with my godsons and children of my a sister, and and others, is that when you show them what the mobile can do or the tablet can do, show them some other stuff, they become more curious. So they understand that this is not a device, that it's only for playing. So I don't like blaming technology, because technology is there. Either the guy that actually uses the technology to achieve something will do it ethically or will do it unethically. The big tech, they use a lot of unethical ways to do it. I mean, because
Yeah, to embrace it, it's the balance,
their
isn't it?
model, for example, the Facebook model is based on Facebook ads. This is what they make money. So they want people to be they want to increase the people that they're active in Facebook. I mean, the business model of the big tech is broken. That's why now a lot of some other social media, they put paywalls, so you need to pay to get in. If you have a subscription, it's different. So you're not reliable on how many ads you sell, serve ads, etc.
But again, we go back to being aware. So it's the balance, absolutely, like you say, to know the tools, to know what's growing in this industry, to be able to embrace it and use it for good things. They're all going to be in business. What can they learn? When I've taught my kids how to even edit or make things that are interesting, I ask their opinion. But then to learn, like, that's it. We've had enough now, because you can get addicted even in those moments. Put it down, relax, let your brain and eyes go out in nature. It's that
and
balance. Yeah.
you need to teach them all of the stuff:
Yes,
nature,
exactly.
board games. For example, we had the children. Sometimes the children comes to our house, and I said one morning, okay, I will not work. I will sit with them and we'll play a board game. And they liked it
Yeah.
much more than if you need
Yeah,
to.
because
Okay,
it's your attention.
uh,
100%.
you need to devote time as I think as a parent to say. And actually, one of the good things that I say right now, everybody is discussing, okay, about the dangers, and they're correct, of AI. But if you use AI correct and automate stuff, you can automate a lot of work, so you can give time to your family. But you need to
Absolutely.
do that. You need to use AI, automate,
In
and
the correct
also
way.
AI agents will help you a lot to do that, to automate a lot of stuff in your business. But take that time and give it to your family. Don't take that time to put it back in work.
Exactly. To be back in social media,
Or
wasting time
go
or
for a
whatever.
coffee. And at least with Panis News, our new media, we're trying to automate a lot of stuff. We will be a lean team. Building, I'm raising some funding. I want to raise some funding to build a lean team and build a lot of automations around it. A lot of articles will be AI also written and published. Because I want also the people that they are going to work for the company to have more time also with their families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So we are known and very gratefully awarded as Cyprus's most sustainable hotel. And we're constantly looking at ways to be innovative, to be creative, to find more ways to be sustainable. How can technology help with sustainability in hotels, but in other industries as well?
Okay. Sustainability. Um, there is how do you call it? There is the 17 UN sustainability goals
Yeah.
that if you're a company, try to see where you align and do activities around there. So at least you have in data, let's say, way to track your sustainability.
Yeah.
Um, but okay, you said sustainability, and what are the
And
other word?
technology. Yeah,
Technology.
technology is just, I mean, I think the biggest thing was with that is one thing is to say, okay, like us, oh, we'll stop using plastic straws. Obviously, that then came into law, but then we'll stop using plastic bottles. We're a plastic-free hotel. We'll put the photovoltaics. We'll obviously give clients the choice for towels, but we do more than that. We also have skip the clean day for in the rooms. We do so many things, but then how many people are actually doing it? So again, it's about the data collection. How many people are doing that? How much carbon footprint do we save? Where's all that credit
Yeah, I
going?
get it.
So it's quite interesting collecting the
Yeah, what I
data
liked,
and
at least
seeing
from
that.
an end user, one time it was, I remember what
Mm.
hotel was, is that they have a message
Yeah.
about the bees when you are entering, and not use don't use every day the same towel,
Mm-hmm.
etc. They had a message also around bees.
Mm.
So their messaging was also explaining why we do that, because
Mm-hmm.
they were explaining why
Yeah.
in their communication.
Mm.
And that I liked it a lot. Explaining in your communication why you do some stuff that maybe, okay, maybe for some people they don't care about this stuff. Okay, when they go holidays, they want to be as luxurious as they can and pay less.
Yeah.
If that
But
might
I think
be
more and more people, again, the stats are saying more and more people are caring.
okay.
Mm.
You can see ways
Not
around
everyone.
plastic. Tell them that we don't use. You can bring your own or your
Yeah,
own
that's the sustainability,
bottles.
but more the technology joined with that.
Um, Technology, I would see. I like one time the guys they had an app, so I registered, so I will not wait here. I just
Okay.
scan, so all the registration
Mm-hmm.
became from the app.
Yeah.
So I will not spend so much time waiting in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
They had the registration. I just show what I need to show, confirm it, then yeah.
Great.
And yeah, I would suggest to other suggestions for hoteliers is maybe there is a lot of clean tech startups. So I would suggest also I covered in the past a competition climate launchpad. A lot of Cyprus startups went there. Um, when you there is some nice ideas that you can implement products from them.
Mm-hmm.
So search about them. Try to build something if you want with them. Work as a big corporation that you are as a hotel. Work with new startups so they can bring something more innovative, a product or a solution around
That's
clean
really,
tech, nature, and some other.
really
Yeah.
interesting. Thank you. So I ask everybody this for a favorite quote. What's your favorite quote?
I have two quotes actually that I used to
Okay.
write when I was a student. A lot of my desks in the hotel. One is "Hasta la victoria siempre" from Ernesto Che Guevara. It means go for the win always and try and you will win. Basically, rough translation. I think everybody knows who Ernesto Che Guevara is. I will not. I will not elaborate on that. Um, and the other is again one of my favorite singer, Jim Morrison. No eternal reward will forgive us for wasting the dawn. It's among their poem that Jim wrote and became a song. That it means to basically live for the now and forget tomorrow, something like this. So
Mm-hmm.
do everything as much for now because you don't know what
Absolutely.
tomorrow will bring for you. I mean, nobody knows.
No one knows. Be present.
So basically, that I'm not. To be honest, okay, I see a lot of codes, etc. But personally,
But these are the ones that, yeah.
I'm not. I know that there is people that they motivated by these codes, etc. But I'm not so fun.
Well, look, there's a quote out
But
there that
they're out
touches
there. Yeah,
everyone's
yeah,
lives, and these two have stayed with you, and it's enough. So,
yeah.
yeah, they have.
Taxi,
So,
I have read the story of. I like to read a lot of biographies.
mm.
First of all, I'm curious. I don't
Oh,
know.
me too. Which has been your
Um,
favorite?
yeah, Ernesto Che Guevara. I have read mostly everything was written about Ernesto and Jim Morrison. Yeah, these two also. Actually, I visited one of the things in my bucket list. I visited this Père Lachaise when I was 19 to see the grave of Jim Morrison. It has a Greek, by the way, written.
Really?
Yeah, written on the
How
tomb.
come?
Κατά το δαίμονα αυτού, που σημαίνει something not with, I mean, it means look it up. It's not about hell and something. I think it's from.
How come he had a Greek tombstone?
He loved Greek
Mm.
philosophy and a lot
Ah,
of singers. They love
yeah,
Greek
a lot of
philosophy and
people.
a
I
lot of
mean,
people. I mean,
yeah.
and the other thing in my bucket list to go to the grave of Ernesto in Cuba at one point.
Mm.
So let's hope I do that. Yeah.
Well, here's a bonus question. I don't know what you're going to get. I'm going to move them around. So all a team at the hotel get to write a question and they don't know who's going to pull it out either.
You like the bonus question?
Yes, I love this because it always shocks people.
I need to add also in my podcast things like this.
Yeah, they're fun. We've had guests like, I want to do another. What
Okay,
did he
you
get?
want to?
I can read it if you want. Let's do the handwriting. If you could instantly become an expert in anything, what would it be? Interesting.
Expert in anything, like the Matrix when they upload. Now you know Kung Fu.
Yeah, exactly. What would it be?
When I was a child, I was playing volleyball.
Oh, really? So would it be volleyball?
Yeah, and actually, I love also my team, Salamina Volleyball. I'm helping my team. And if you want to get into me, a nice thing to do is support Salamina Volleyball.
Okay.
So you can get support from me. But yeah, I would love to instantly learn and have the body, of course, and the fitness to.
And everything that comes with it as a side effect. I
to
love
play
that.
sports in general, but I like volleyball a lot.
Yeah.
I used to play also in the schools. Not
Mm.
I didn't play in a team, etc.
Interesting.
I was a setter.
You learn something new.
But yes, I'm in something sportive. That will be.
That would be good.
Instantly to have.
Be world class basketball player.
I like what I'm doing. I knew that I would be doing this from when I was 14 years old by working to my uncles. I always wanted to open my own company. So, yeah.
Well, we've done it. So, and you've still got plenty of years ahead, inshallah, to do so much more.
Yeah, we have. What do we want to do also with my wife? At one point in the next years, we want to travel around the world. That's
So nice.
our.
Where's the place that you want to travel to the most?
I want to go everywhere.
Everywhere.
I don't have even
There's not like one or two.
even
I
North
can't
Korea. I mean, even keen
Yeah.
to see. I'm always like to. I like traveling a lot, and I believe everybody needs to travel to see.
Yeah.
If you don't travel, you don't have empathy for other, and that's why we have other problems like ethnicity problems, etc. Travel is a way to
open your mind,
open your mind
and your heart,
and your hearts and everything to other people, and remove all these racism and stuff and ethnicity stuff from your mind, etc.
It's so beautiful. What a lovely way to end this Hotel Talk podcast. Thank you so much, Pani. It's been great. And I wish you every success. And
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what else you do.
And we will invite you. We'll arrange also one.
Yeah, with pleasure.
For us to discuss the innovation that
Anytime.
You brought in San Rafael, maybe.
Anytime.
In your club and in everything that you do.
Great. Yeah, pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it helps us more than you may realize. If you are planning on coming to visit us at St. Raphael Resort and Marina, feel free to email our reservations team quoting Hotel Talk and receive an exclusive offer just for you. We look forward to seeing you soon, hearing your feedback about our show, and producing many, many more interesting episodes just for you, our listener, and our valued guest in mind. Thank you so much, and take care.